Hey Fives folks, today's session is coaching to the worst form in the room. So we're not talking about new riders, we're talking about that rider who you've coached this several times and somehow they're still not responding. You know who I'm talking about, right? So we're going to use the 5-point escalation scale. Number 1, verbal. Number 2, verbal with some attention-getting mechanisms. 3, adding some strong visual cue to your verbal cue. 4, some kind of direct connection that says, yep, I actually am talking to you. And 5, if all else fails, you're going to take it offline. So experienced instructors, you're already doing this, no doubt about it. So use this as a refresher and maybe a little motivator, because we all know it can get a little frustrating when we say the same things over and over and we don't see the result that we want, right? New instructors, don't shy away from this. This is our job. We're going to give people an awesome experience, but we've got to keep it safe, all right? So let's get to it. Let's say you're doing your ride, you look out, and you're going to see the notorious straitjacket. You all know what I'm talking about. It's this, right? They've got shoulders in their ears, their arms are locked like steel, they're hanging on for dear life for whatever reason, because we are in a safe place on a stationary bike, but we know it happens. So they're in the straitjacket, right? So what we want to start with is our verbal cue. So it can sound something like this. All right, we're in this flat road. Let's take advantage. Let's scan our body, reconnect with our form. So we're going to drop our shoulders. We're going to soften our elbows. We're going to make sure that our wrists are neutral, they're light on the handlebars. So something like that. You've probably said those things 1,000 times, right? And because you've said them 1,000 times, often you have to go to step 2. Escalate it to some type of attention-getting mechanism. So you want to be positive, right? You don't want to sound like you're scolding anyone, because no one comes to your class to be scolded. So it could sound something like this. A lot of you did a great job. I could almost see it and feel it, where you took your energy, you took it out of where you don't need it, and you drove it right into your legs. Well, not everybody did. So assume I'm talking to you, and let's look for just a little bit more efficiency. All right? If that doesn't work, we're going all out into escalation 3. We're adding a very specific, strong visual cue and adding that to our verbiage. You can wait about 5-10 minutes to do that after getting to step 2, or you can wrap it right into your profile. So doing that would look and sound something like this. Okay, everybody, in 60 seconds, we have our strongest effort coming up. So I want everybody's attention right here. Look at me, okay? We're going to use our form to drive and succeed that challenge. So I want everybody right now to do exactly what I always tell you not to do. Straighten your arms, get tense, put your shoulders up around your ears, hang on for dear life. I want you to feel that. Do you feel that? If you can see yourself in a mirror, use the mirror. Otherwise, look at me. Now, relax, relax. Drop your shoulders out of your ears. Soften your elbows. Wrists are neutral. Slide back in your saddle. Everybody see that? All right. Are you ready to use that perfect form to drive your energy into your legs and meet this challenge? Now, in a perfect world, everybody would be like, hell yes, I want to use perfect form to drive my energy into my legs and meet that challenge. But sometimes that still doesn't work, right? So we're going to step 4. And this is where if you still have 1 or 2 straitjackets out there, you're going to make this connection so it's super clear that yes, as a matter of fact, I am talking to you, okay? So this gets tricky. You have to finesse it. You can't offend people. And you just don't want to make people feel uncomfortable, right? So, 2 things. 1, if you know your riders and have a good rapport, you might be able to get away with using someone's name. John, you looked really strong, but I know you could look stronger. Relax just a little bit more. Something like that. If John in no way would ever want his name used in your spin class, then you could say something like, John's sitting in the second row. Second row, everybody, we're almost there. Each one of you is almost there. Then stop and look directly at the person who isn't there and make eye contact and then continue. Say, go ahead, relax. I know you can get a little bit more. Yeah, that's it, come with me, look at me. Right, so you can really engage with a person. And then if that doesn't work, you're going to 5. You're going to take it offline, okay? So before or after class, just find a minute or two, make the connection with the person, and take the time to help them out. So, that's the 5-step escalation process. So verbal and attention. 3rd, visual cue with your verbiage. 4th, you're really connecting with the person in a non-offensive way. And then 5, take it offline. So I know it's easier to kind of not do this stuff, but it is our job. We want to give people an awesome experience and make sure that they're safe. Okay? Word of note, none of this applies if you have a safety concern. You're going straight for it. You've got to make sure that that's your #1 priority. All right? So good luck. Thanks for tuning in to 5, folks. Stay awesome.